Traders are paying close attention to that big jump in the VIX, a sign that volatility could get a lot worse from here. Let's bring in Brian Stutland now. He's a founder of Equity Armor Investments. What's your take on this vol situation?
Well, we're definitely obviously seeing a lot of volatility in the marketplace. The VIX, having gone above 30 sort of as the war broke out there, has put a ton of volatility here. And there are some key levels in the S&P that where we've seen the market swing pretty hard off of. That 4320 level in the S&P 500 has really been a support resistance line. When we're below there, we see a big volatility rush downward in the market. When we get above, traders seem to pile back in and try and buy this market. So that's a level to be always kind of keeping an eye on here, whether we can stay above or below that, because that seems to be breaking it. And a lot of this spillover, obviously, putting some volatility in banks and the credit markets and everything else and all the sanctions that have come down the pipeline.
We heard from President Biden last night. How do traders tend to react to these State of the Union addresses?
Well, I think initially you get maybe some levels of buying or selling based on some of the programs that you would want to initiate and speak to that. But the reality is can those programs actually go and be put forth into the cycle? And so, having a Congress that is basically Democratic, you would think yes, but there are some dissensions within the Democratic Party that may make it a little bit more difficult. So I think initially you get a little bit of reaction, but in general, I think what it's going to come down to is the market focusing on what's going on with Russia and Ukraine and what is the Federal Reserve going to do in a few weeks when they have their next meeting. How aggressive are they going to be in raising interest rates? Because I think that will ultimately drive the stock market, not so much what Biden's plans are going to be.
Thank you so much for your Trader Talk, Brian.
Thank you.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.